And the big update from India, like we told you about, at least 5 people are injured in an explosion at a cafe in Bengaluru. The police are currently investigating the blast and are trying to find out what caused it. The alleged blast was reported at the Rameshwaram Cafe in Bengaluru's Whitefield area. According to reports, the owner of Rameshwaram Cafe claims it is not a cylinder explosion and added that police has been granted access to all CCTV cameras. For more on this, we are now joined by senior correspondent Siddharth MP on the phone line. Hi Siddharth, heart-wrenching news coming in from Bangalore. Well, varying versions of the cause of the blast coming in. Some say it is a cylinder explosion, others saying it is not. What is the latest that you can give us on this?
So, Isha, to summarize what's happened so far, it's around 1 p.m. That is a peak lunchtime that this incident has taken place, but given to understand. And, this is actually in Whitefield in Bengaluru, which is a place that is very close to the IT corridor. So, there are numerous IT companies there. And this is also a cafe that is operated pretty much around the clock. So, this is at such a busy destination or a location that this kind of an incident has taken place. What we have to keep in mind is that this cafe almost works round the clock, almost 19 hours. That this cafe works, so it's crowded around the clock, and it's exactly at lunchtime that this incident has taken place, and roughly about 10 minutes after this incident has taken place, the blast has taken place at about 1 p.m. this afternoon. Almost 10 minutes after that, the fire tenders were alerted, and they came on the spot, and of course the police also came on the spot, and right now the forensic teams are on the spot. The police commissioner also is on the spot, Bangalore police commissioner. So what we have to keep in mind is that this is certainly a severe incident, given the kind of mobilization in terms of police and authorities that's happening. Because has been a cylinder, as you pointed out, the owner of the cafe has mentioned and ruled out that this is not a cylinder blast. And the theory that is at least the initial information that is gaining more traction as time progresses is the fact that this is likely to have been an object placed in a bag that exploded. Because we'll have to wait for more confirmation on that and, some kind of evidence to emerge in that regard, given that the CCTV footage is certainly being studied as we speak. So what we have to keep in mind is that 4 to 5 injuries, and what gives rise to much more suspicion and apprehension in this case is that it happened at a very crowded cafe. It happened exactly at lunchtime, and this is also a place that's very close to the IT corridor and the hub where there are a lot of IT companies. This is what we know at this point in time. 4 to 5 people have been moved to the hospitals immediately in the aftermath of the incident. We don't know about their conditions. So far, we're given to understand that they're being treated. But let's remember that this is a serious incident that is being taken cognizance of by the authorities in Bengaluru. And that site has been completely cordoned off for public access, given the kind of incident that has taken place there. And now the process is, of course, underway to collect whatever evidence that they can to ascertain and throw some light into what really went on in that particular time and, what caused this explosion. Of course, like you pointed out, there are 2 dominant theories doing the rounds. One, of course, that it could have been a cylinder blast. And, given that this is an eatery, there's always a possibility of some kind of industrial kind of accident where it's a cylinder or a boiler or whatever. But on the other hand, there's also this other theory that it is actually a bag that was placed there. Of course, there's no clarity on whether it was a bag that belonged to someone or whether it was a bag that was deliberately left there and the person, left the venue after, leaving the bag there. So that aspect is not clear at this point in time. Details are still emerging. However, this is being taken up with the highest level of seriousness.
Sure. Thank you so much, Siddharth. Well, we will be updating our viewers once we have clarity. Of course, a lot of conjecture going around this incident right now. But of course, we will be sure to join us for you to give us updates again on this story once we have more clarity. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.